Hey Cynthia, how are you? Hey Nikki, how are you? How is y'all day going today? Happy Wednesday. I need to do my sound check. Can you guys hear me? And can you see me well? Hey Jess, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome guys to our How To Wednesday Live. Can you ladies hear me well? And can you see the setup well? Is the question, I guess. You can't see me. Yes, I hear and see this. Thank you, Nikki. How is work going today? Are you working today? Alright, guys. So we're going to give it a few more minutes and let some more people join in on the live. If they want to. So today, guys, you all voted and you made your voices loud and clear. We are going to be working and doing marbling today. So we're going to look at 4 different ways I like to marble. Okay, guys? So, hey, Cindy, how are you? So, this is my way, guys. No, it's not set in stone. It's not factual. It's just my way of doing things. So, please know that anything that we learn on the live is just my way of showing you guys how I do things. I am a licensed nail tech, but I'm still learning every day just like you guys. So I'm still learning, I'm still researching, I'm still, looking up new ideas and new courses and new this and new that daily so I can be better in my craft. So I hope you guys are doing the same for yourself. But I'm going to be showing you guys how I do marbling. Hello, Mikkel Gibson. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. You good, Cindy? Go ahead and take care of what you need to take care of. I understand. I certainly understand. All right, guys. So I'm going to get started here. And I'm going to ask those that's in the chat to let me know through vote which medium would you like to see marble first. Would you like to see gel, acrylic, polygel, or dip? Vintage Buggy UB. Vintage Buggy UB, okay? Hey, Lena Bina, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, I'm going to also request, guys, that you hit the like button on the way in for those of Polygel, just say, okay? We got one for Polygel, all right? And then, what are you doing? Today we are doing marbling, different techniques, showing you how I marble with different methods or mediums. I do have a community tab on my poll, a poll up on my community tab where I asked the viewers to pick their next how-to live and they chose marbling. So that's what we'll be doing today. Is it Shriwan? Shriwan, okay, so welcome to the chat and welcome to the live. All right. Okay, guys, so I have one for Polygel, so I'm not going to get any more feedback from you guys. I'm asking which medium you would like to see first. Polygel, dip, regular gel, or acrylic. How do we supposed to eat with those nails? Are you do you do nails, Shriwan? Because if you don't do nails, then this live won't suit you, so you can go ahead and leave. Alright? Okay. Let's not be insensitive, guys, to the ladies that do nails that's in the chat. Because the ones that is here, they want to learn. Oh, you eat with your hands. Okay, so, you know, I don't know your culture and how that's set up, but I mean, you just eat regularly with your hands, even if you wear nails. So, regular gel. Okay, so I got regular gel, polygel. I got 2 polygels and a regular gel. All right. No, Lena, you... Oh, yeah, you right, Lena. You got to be quicker than that. Come on in, Shadami. I don't care, Dom.
Thank you.
All right. Every time I go live, here comes the child. So, guys, I was sitting here looking at some information. If you see me keep grabbing these papers, it's because I'm looking at this paperwork here. And I'm just researching some things before I talk about it on my channel. So, yeah, this is just talking about the setup of your nail. So we have the cuticle, and then we have the keratinized proximal nail fold tissue. We have the nail bed and the nail plate here. So your nail bed is sitting under the nail plate, and then you have your hyponychium. And then you have the fingertip bone, which is called the distal phalanx. And then we have the proximal nail fold here. And I'm going to show you guys, because looking at the picture, I got it upside down, I think. But looking at the picture here, you can see all the different variations in the structure of your natural nail. We only want positive vibes, please. Yes. Hey, Angela Marie, how are you? Welcome. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm missing those that's coming in. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the How To Live. Yes, Lena, we only want positive vibes. So, usually I have another moderator in. I think I have 2 mods in, but Lena, I don't want to overwork you, so I'll be paying attention too. So I can, let me get my, where is it? What I do with it? Well, Seth Bruton, what did you do with it? Well, anyway, that's what I'm researching right now, guys. So I'm going to be looking at that, and I'll talk to you guys more about what I've learned and what I'm looking at, okay? throughout the lives. So guys, as you know, there is a ongoing giveaway on the channel. And it started on the 15th, and it'll be up until the 4th of May. Make sure you go back and check out that video and follow the rules to be entered into that giveaway. But most importantly, you must be subscribed to the channel, and you must have your subscription publicly so that I can see that you subscribe to the channel. All right. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into it. We are going to go with poly gel first, okay? Nikki, I will do regular gel next, alright? Okay, so let's go ahead and just grab, I'm just going to grab maybe 1 or 2 colors of poly gel, only because I don't want to spend too much time on that one specific nail. So I'm just going to grab a color here, some colors here. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Let's try white. So we're going to use a temperature changing color. We're going to use this pink. It's like pink and like a red. And then this one is like a green and blue. And then we're going to use a white. Okay. Alright. So, let me grab my lamp when I need it. Guys, I had a morning, so I've been in prayer and in worship today because I need to get my thoughts together and get myself together for this live. Y'all, some days you just wake up and it's just like so much is on your mind and on your heart. And you just need, you just need that. So I'm using my practice hand today, so I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of prep or anything like that. Hey, Biscuit, how are you? So I'm going to go ahead and put the base gel on the nail. And I'm using a Modelones 4-in-1. So this has got base, top, glue, and builder. Okay. So I'm going to put this on the nail. So you can use it for all of those things. I'm going to stick this in the light because you know you got to have a gel base in order for your poly gel to stick. Happy Wednesday, guys. Happy Wednesday. Thank you all for joining the live today. We are going to have a good time. We are going to learn today. We are going to do some fun things. Please don't get stuck to my paper. I need that paper. I need to move that paper. That's what I need to do. I need to move it. Because I don't want to get nothing stuck to it. And playing with this poly gel, that's bound to happen. Alright, so we're going to start off with poly gel first. And we are going to be marbling poly gel. I'm going to show you guys how I marble poly gel. So with poly gel, you definitely know you're going to need your slip solution. For me, my slip solution today is going to be, I think this is a 70 proof alcohol, 70% proof alcohol. Hello, Gallery PSP. Hello, Draymar. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Draymar. Happy birthday. Hope your day you have a great day today. I hope you celebrate. I hope you are celebrated as well. This time of the year, it's a lot of birthdays and so much going on this time of the year. We got proms and we got graduations coming up. Family's got a lot of good things happening. If that's, that's part of, drop my water. If that's part of your year this year. Sorry guys, I turned all the way around in the seat. How you doing, Queen Sapphire Nails? Welcome. Yes. So I woke up today, I just had a lot on my mind. And I don't even know what it was, actually, that's on my mind, to be honest. But woke up today with a lot on my mind. And yeah, I just got to get my thoughts together. I just don't have all my thoughts together today. But pray that we get through this live. All right, guys, so I'm going to be using my number 12. It's a acrylic brush, but I use it as a polygel brush because I like the long hairs. It kind of works for me. So, yeah, I learned that little trick from... I'm going to mess up again. Press by Deja, I believe. Press by Deja, I think, here on YouTube. She used a polygel brush. She used an acrylic brush to do her polygel application. And ever since I've seen her do that, I've been using it, and it has worked just absolutely amazing for me. Alright guys, if you don't mind, go ahead and hit that like button. If you are on the vertical live, there is 3 dots at the top hand corner of your screen on the right side. Go ahead and hit those 3 dots, and when you hit that 3 dots, it'll give you the option to like this video. Alright guys, so let's make sure we got enough light. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to put this, when you marbling polygel, you grab your polygels, okay? You already know which polygels you want to use, so you can use it with a spatula if you like, placing it down, or you could just place it down on the nail. Now, most of the time, I just like to place it down on the nail in just sections of where I want the polygel to be. But today, just for this video, I'll just go ahead and might continue to use the spatula. I ain't gonna promise you guys nothing. Okay. And I was gonna do this on my hands, but as you guys see, I have a part 1 video for my Born Pretty PR up, and I need to actually do part 2, which is the nail art. So I'm gonna save that hand for this hand for that. So So now I'm going to take my second color, and remember I told you guys these are color changing. So once we blend these together, and this one have never even been used. Once we blend these together, you will see the color difference once it go under the light. So these are like temperature changing gels. So if it's hot, it'll change colors. If it's cold, it'll change colors. So I've never used this one, so I can't even tell you what color it's going to change. And it's been a long time since I used the Burano one. This one here is a temperature color changing gel, and it looks like it goes from red to pink, as you can see here. You fine, Lena, I understand. I appreciate all you ladies who are taking time out of your lunch breaks or whatever to join me. I appreciate it so very much. And to my mods, thank you so much for being here when you can to help me control the chat. Alright, so now we have some blue on there. And that one actually is from the brand Juanita or Juanita on Amazon. And it goes from blue to green. Okay. Right? Hello. Hey Sheila, how are you? You're not late, we just starting. Draymar, Miss Lena is old enough to be your mother. I am excited for this. Angela Marie. Hello all. Better late, not at all. You're right. Better late than not at all. Queen Sapphire, I'm just glad to finally have caught one of your lives. I'm glad you was able to catch one of my lives as well, Queen Sapphire. So I'm going to be using this Model 1's white here. And I like to either use white or clear because I feel like it gives the marbling just that effect that you're looking for. So, yeah. But sometimes I don't use white. Like if you guys caught my Mondays live with the autism acceptance nails, I didn't have to use white. I used so many gorgeous colors that they blended so well together. And yeah, we didn't even have to use a white or a clear. So yeah, I love that set. Turned out very, very nice. Okay. Alright, so those are the 3 colors I'm going to be using. So whenever you're using or doing polygel marbling, less is more. Have you ever heard that saying before? Less is more. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to, the polygel is kind of warm in my room today, so the polygel is kind of slipping away from me. So as I stated in that video, you're going to pat, pat, okay? So you want to move the polygel around, but you want to pat. You want to pat it. So you're using the body of the brush. Using the body of the brush here to move the polygel, but also pat it around. Because you don't want to mute the colors together. You don't want to kind of like do the swipe that you do with just a solid color polygel, because then it's going to cause the marble to run, all the colors to run together and create you a whole different color polygel. Let's see. Is this called? No, this is not the lazy girl method, Angela. This is just marbling. The lazy girl method is when you put the polygel on the inside of a full covered tip and press it to your hands. Or press it to the nail. Thank you, ladies in the chat, for your response and helping me out. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's see. Okay. The polygel. I'm trying to help my little sister-in-law. Okay, yeah. I have a lot of different, I have a polygel actual list. And I don't know if I ever did the lazy girl method. Lazy girl method has never been my the funnest method for me when I'm using polygel, because polygel is so sticky to me and I like to control it. I think I did one, maybe I used it or did that method one time and I didn't like it. But I mean, that don't mean I won't do it again. It's just I didn't like it. Okay, so now I'm going to, now that I have patted all the gel down, now I want to start filling in the gaps. So I have to, like I have some small gaps here on the side, but I also want to make sure I keep the integrity of the shape for the nail, and I also want to make sure that I don't over bulk up the nail. So here in the cuticle area, I want to push this blue gel down as much as I can so I can secure my cuticle area. Now remember guys, for doing any kind of marbling with any medium, you're going to have to encapsulate it. So you want to make sure that you are not putting too much gel, because you're going to have a lot of work on the back end if you do. Okay, what did I miss? Keep her with forms for now. I mean, it's up to you. If you like doing forms and she like having the forms, do the forms. But if you want to learn and want to do it on tips, try the tips. Just out, but I probably should just leave it. What do you mean you're trying to figure it out, or you should just leave it? My phone cut off. What did I miss? You didn't miss much. Okay, so what I was telling you guys is once I put all of the colors down, and I'm going to save this live. So those coming in, or you might have missed a part, you can always go back and catch this part. But I put all the colors down, and what I was telling you guys is to pat. Pat the colors into place. Pat, 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 right? Because you don't want to drag. If you start dragging the marble, if you start dragging your marble, you might blend your colors in and create one color. So you kind of want to only start dragging like I'm doing now. It's because I'm doing a very light feather across. What happened? Let me go back up. Yes, I love watching Miss Denny because my technique is... I'm trying to figure out... What are you talking about? Leaving my phone. Cut off. What did I miss? Marble apology. Hello, everyone. My cousin died last night. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Draymar. Our hearts are with you, and our prayers are too. And so they must... Her mom is 25. I'm just confused. Oh, yeah, that is confusing. If you 16 and your mom is 25, wow. Okay. But Daymar, we are so sorry for your loss. And we are praying for you. 9 years old. Oh my goodness. I can't imagine my 9-year-old. But anyway, so back to the poly gel. So here I'm just smoothing out the poly gel, making sure you keep it off the skin. And remember, guys, whatever places that, like here is a small little portion that's not filled in with the blue. Now, you can take a little bit blue and put it there if you want, but I don't do that. What I do is use my clear to fill in any gaps. It's still going to turn out beautifully. It's still going to be good, but I just use the clear when I encapsulate to fill in any gaps. Now, the one thing with poly gel is already a thicker consistency than, you know, when you lay in acrylic or doing regular polish gel. So you're going to have a little bit of work, but you want to encapsulate your poly gel, so when you go doing the filing and the shaping of that nail, you won't lose the marble, the integrity of the marble. Okay, so I love how these colors came together. We're going to go ahead and stick it in the light and cure it, and we're going to see the color change. All right, so the next medium we're going to work with is gel. Okay, so we just put the poly gel to the side here. All right, and I'm going to grab some gel colors, okay? I'm going to make sure this brush is cleaned out before I stick it away, only because I don't want my poly gel to cure in the brush. So I always make sure when I'm done with an application that I clean the brush really well. And that's a good tip for all of you guys. Don't just throw your brushes to the side and say, oh, I'll come back and get it later, because we never do. Go ahead and do that cleanup while you can, because it don't take but a millisecond for what did I miss? So sorry. We lost our great aunt Saturday. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sheila. She lived a good life. 95 years of age. She lived a long, good life. But I'm praying for you and your family, that you guys, you all have our condolences. All right, guys. So as you can see, it turned a little green and pink and gave off another pretty color here. So more of a pastel look. So I like that. That is very cute. So when it's warm, it's that red and blue, and then when it's, or like burgundy and blue, and when it's hot, it's more of a pinkish and teal color. Hi, Zadika, how are you? Yes, we are praying for everybody's family. So much going on in the world today. So much. Oh, I took her nail right off her hand. Okay. Alright, I'm just going to keep that to the side because I definitely need it. These nails are crooked. Gen X. Please be mindful of your language. I don't like that kind of language on my live, so if that's how you speak, you can go ahead and leave. Alright. Oh, let's see here. What's a good color to marble with? Hey, Portia, how are you? Lena, if they come back with anything else, don't time them out. Put them out. Thank you. Okay, so let's marble. Let's do some yellow and some orange. Maybe. What do y'all think? Some yellow, orange, and white. Let's do that. And I'm going to have to use this because I don't have any more perfect white. I got to get back. I don't know what's going on with me. I would say blue and white. Blue and white, okay for you, Nikki, because you asked for the marble. We'll do blue and white. But let's add a color in there. So give me a color I can add in there. Blue, white, and what else? Because I need a third color. What's a good color, guys? Nail channels here. My phone froze. I was trying to block him. Oh, I appreciate biscuit. Blue and white. Let's do blue and white, and let's do a pink. Okay? All right. Somebody said yellow. Portia said pink. I said pink. Okay, we're going to do blue, white, and pink. All right, for the marble, for the gel. All right, guys. I want to be able to show you guys what I'm doing, so I'm just going to move my hand back for just a second. And I'm going to bring my palette in. Now, guys, this palette was made by Nails by E, her E Signature Collection line. And I actually love this palette because, as you can see, I can spin the flower. So when I have, like, colors on the palette and I need to use it, I can just spin the palette to get to my next color. So I actually love this palette. All right. So how I do my marbling for gel is, and before I do that, let me go ahead and put a base down. So say I want to do like I don't have my window up. I'm going to only do acrylic one time. So I'm going to do it in polygel. But say I'm going to just do the French part of the nail, right? Or the, what am I saying, the French? The tip of the nail. I'm going to put the marbling there, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the light one cure while I show you guys how I do my marbling with regular gels, okay? So let's see. We're using this pink. We're using this perfect blue, and we're going to use this white from Madame Glam, and it's Riverwalk, perfect blue, and Florist, okay? And I need to grab a gel brush. Give me 1 second, let me see. I have one out on the table that I can use. And if I don't see your question, guys, and it's a question you really want answered, drop it again, okay? Because I'm not looking at the chat, actually. I'm trying to look at the chat. I have it right here up in front of me, but yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So before I get that out of the light, I'm going to go ahead and roll my bottles in my hand. I actually have a tool, a handy dandy electronic tool that'll do this for me. What's the name of the white format? I've never seen it before. It's a Riverwalk. Is it in the camera? Riverwalk. Oh, it's kind of Riverwalk. Yeah. Yeah. Riverwalk. Okay. Daymar, I'm starting to think, Draymar, I'm starting to think you pulling our leg. And we're going to have to put you in timeout, sir. You're welcome, love. Okay, so I'm going to put that pink down first, and then I'm going to take this Riverwalk, and I'm going to put it between the pink and the blue. And it's really up to you which color you want to use first. Everything is really totally up to you guys. But I like to just show you how I do things. I'm about to run out of this. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm trying to save my little credits. But my little Madam Glams, they not going to let me. I use this stuff like it's water. Yes, that pink is beautiful, isn't it? Okay. And if you mix your colors, which I'm not worried about the white so much so, is if I was putting that pink and blue, I would want to wipe off my brush. But as you can see, all of my gels, look like I'm going to have to restock my whole perfect collection. Alright, so now I'm going to take this little tool here, since I have it out on the desk, and I'm just going to go up and down with my marble. Now, if you want to get creative with it, you can do whatever. But because I want to make sure I'm getting every bit of each color, I'm not going to do too much. I just want to pull the colors together to give it a pretty marble. Now, we all know that this is going to create some type of purple effect because the pink and the blue. But that's the good thing about marbling. Alright, so there are ways that you can marble your gels. Let me pull this back in so you guys can see and make sure we up on the, let's see, make sure you guys can see. We doing this nail here, so I want to make sure you guys can see it. Yes, yes. Go over and give just Nikki a follow, guys, and help her reach her 1K mark and her 500 more hours to her full monetization. As you guys know, we made full monetization here on this channel. I think it was either the end of March or the beginning of April. I can't remember. But we are fully monetized here thanks to you guys. And there is a giveaway we're running as of now, started April 15th to May 4th. And yes, you guys will love the giveaway prize. So make sure you go and check out that video. That video was taped on Monday. And it was put out on Monday, so make sure you guys go check that video out and watch it through its entirety. Yes, thank you, Queen Sapphire. I appreciate it. Yes, I do too, Angela. All right, what am I looking for? Blooming Jet. So you can use one or two things or three things. I'm gonna say, because now there's a lot of things that have like a 10-in-1, a 9-in-1, a 4-in-1, a 8-in-1, 7-in-1, and most of these will allow you to bloom with it. Okay, you can use that. You can use blooming gel of whatever brand. Born Pretty have it's called water. What is it called? Water. Hold on one second. Watercolor nail gel. And you guys know that I do PR for Born Pretty, so I have a all right. I don't know what I was thinking. I told y'all today I started crazy. All right, I just need to see when we are back. Okay, we back. All right. Okay, so you can use blooming gel. You can use, which this one is called blooming gel from Madam Glam, and it have the pretty little roses on it. And then you can use base coat. So the difference between using the base coat, hey Christina, the difference between using the base coat and the blooming gel is base coat won't spread it as fast. I like, yes, biscuit, I agree. I like using the blooming gel best because it gives you the best results in marbling. So we're going to use blooming gel. But I just wanted to give you ladies options. If you don't have blooming gel, don't worry. You still can use base coat or a 4, 10, 8, 7-in-1. They'll usually have a blooming in it to bloom. Okay? Yes, I've never tried Not Polish's blooming gel, but I would love to. Maybe later, maybe soon. Right now I have enough blooming gel to last me. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put a layer of the blooming gel, and you want a very nice even layer, but not too heavy and not too thick, because remember, you don't want to distort the shape of the nail. Okay? Alright, guys. Let's make sure. Hello, Bree. Oh, Be Peppy 2. Be Preppy 2. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to take my colors here. Make sure I'm in the camera. Alright, and then it depends on where you want to start. So since Nikki asked for it, we're going to start on the blue side and give her more blue, okay? So, I like to scoop up just enough blooming gel onto my brush, and then I'm going to put this down wherever I want to see the blooming happen, okay? Or the marble take place. Okay, so because I have blooming gel on this nail, it's going to start to spread. Okay, the colors are going to start to spread out. And going to do its thing. And I don't want it to be too thick, because if it's too thick, then it's going to wrinkle and it's not going to cure properly. Okay, so you don't want to put it on too thick. You want to just kind of lay it on to the nail. Now I'm just going to go in. I'm going to take another small bit here, as you guys can see. Okay. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it in the other areas of the nail that is where I want to fill in. Now, if you wanted to have like a peekaboo window in your marble to let some of that clear shine through, you can do that too. You don't actually have to cover the whole entire nail. It's really up to your artistic desire. But the one thing I love about marbling, guys, and you can go grab whatever, like here I want a little bit more blue, so I'm just going to grab some extra blue here off of here. But one thing about marbling, guys, is you never can do it wrong. It's no wrong way to do marble. It's really up to your own artistic craft. Okay, the one thing I'll tell you with marbling, period, is that you don't want to overdo it and you don't want to mess with it too much. Get it on the brush, lay it down. Get it on the brush, lay it down. And that's what you do when it comes to the gel marble. Just lay it down and let the blooming gel do the work. Okay, so here we have a beautiful marble, and I'm going to let the blooming gel do its thing and let it marble. Where gel is put on with the opposite side of the brush, which is better? See where gel is put on with opposite side. I'm not opposite side of the brush. Kind of give me a little bit of detail of what you're saying. Now I'm gonna flip it over, and I love what it looks like underneath. So I'm gonna flip it over. I'm gonna let that gel pool a little bit. Still working that marbling. I mean that blooming gel still active and it's still working. Once you put your hand in the lamp, that blooming gel is no longer going to activate. Let me move this out the way. 1 second. It's going to stop activating. So make sure that you like how your marble look before putting it in the lamp, because it's going to freeze it, is what I want to say. Done this way, it looks much better than one color at a time. Yes, I like it done this way too. Queen Sapphire. Okay, I've seen where the gel is put on with the opposite side of the brush, which is better. You talking about like on this side of the brush, or just either way? I'm not sure what you're saying, opposite side of the brush. But I just used the brush in itself, as you guys saw. I'm showing you guys the techniques I use. If you all have to, with anything in nails, let me just make a disclaimer and say it. With anything in nails, you have to do the things that is best for you. However you learn, and if it works for you, stick with it. The side that your scoop is on, then they flip it over so the gel is on top. Then they put it on the nail. Oh, I couldn't do that because this is a ball here on this one. But you talking about with like a poly gel brush, they put it on the tool like this. They put it on the tool and then they just put it on the nail. Is that what you're talking about? And I'll just do it. Is you talking about they do it like this and they put it on the nail? Because I can tell you guys, either way works. There's no wrong or right way. It's really up to you as the artist and what you're looking for. I just found when I use the brush, if I was using this tool here, I would have more strokes. But if I use the brush, I don't have as many strokes. So it's really up to you. It's no wrong or right way, okay? I'm just sharing with you guys the way I do it, okay? So just so you know, there is no right or wrong way, and you can use do it however you see fit to do it. Okay. All right, so now that we have our marbling in place, you can go ahead. I like to cure this another 60 seconds only because we have a good amount of gel on the tip of this nail. So I'm going to go ahead and cure it for another 60 seconds. So now we're down to dip and acrylic. So you guys tell me what's your next vote? Acrylic or dip? Dip. All right, dip it is. Okay, so we'll get out some dip here. Let's go ahead and wipe this palette off. And that's the only thing I don't like about marbling is I have to waste my gel. I didn't have to, but I'm doing it. Don't judge me. I could have used it. So a lot of times when I'm doing marble, I like to have a map out in my head on how many nails I'm going to marble, because all of that gel that I used on that palette could have marbled one hand. So dip, dip, acrylic, dip, acrylic. Okay, so we got 3 dips and 2 acrylic, so we're going to do dip and we'll leave acrylic to be last, which is great and fine by me because of the smell. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and take this hand out the light. We're going to look at... Oh, come on. What happened? Oh, sorry, guys. Shaking the camera. Today. So whenever you do your, whichever medium you using. Hey, Barry Q, how you? Hey, Alicia, how are you? Welcome. So anytime you are doing encapsulation on or you're putting another medium over top of your gel base, you want to go ahead and encapsulate it and protect the marble. I've seen where some of the creators, they try it without it and it don't affect the marble none, so it's really up to your discretion, but I would say protect the marble. Only because sometimes that monomer might be so strong. If you're using acrylic, that monomer might be so strong that it dilutes the color. Hey, Jamie, how are you? Welcome. Hey, Erica. Welcome. Okay. Let's see. Everybody just saying hello. Missed you too, Barry. I'm so glad to have you back. All right, guys. So, we're going to go ahead and get the dip out. I'm going to put these away because I don't need that. Let's go ahead and get our dip formula out, and let's go ahead and get our dip tray, okay? So we're doing, let's get a tray. We don't have to have a specific dip tray, but I need a dip tray. Hold on one second. Let me grab my dip tray. Actually, let me see if I have a cupcake liner. I don't have one. Oh. Alright, so the best way to do marbling would be with a cupcake liner. But I don't have one. And I don't even have one downstairs. So, we're going to have to make this work. Let me see if I can use this tray. Might be better. I'm going to see. I can use the inside of this dip tray. Let's see. Let's try it. Okay. So, we're just going to move her back just a little bit so I can get this in front here. All right. With the pads of your fingers, causing 30. As you don't have to stick your nail. Somebody asking some crazy questions, and I'm telling you, you can't come to the nail community asking these kind of questions. I'm telling you right now, that's offensive to the nail community. We wipe our behinds the same way you wipe yours. Okay? Alright. So let's give me some colors, guys. We already done used blues and pinks. We are going to use some yellow and some green and some whites. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to pull out these I think this is a couserie. I got a lot of dips, guys. I'm telling you right now. I just love that question, Jenny. Okay, so we got white. I think this is a white. Yellow. And we got green. Okay. So, when doing your dips in marbling, I'm going to show you guys. Now, it's one of those that you have to build, okay? I hope y'all already removed this person from the chat, right? Because we're going to keep it cute and classy and very clean in this line. Because that's what we do here. Okay? Alright. So let me find my dip stuff. Wait. So many dip liquids. I can't. Where? Wait. Here it is. Alright. You can use 2-in-1 powders. Also, guys, if you don't have just regular dip powders, you can use 2-in-1 powders. Right. Okay, so you can use 2-in-1 powders if you want to use 2-in-1 powders if you don't have dip powders, but because we have dip, we're going to use dip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in, remember guys, whenever you're using dip, you want to once you mix these powders, you want to have another container to put these with, because you're not going to be able to put it back into its original container. Okay, so you want to get as much powder as you need. Okay, I don't need that much, but of course the nail is kind of long, so I'm going to get that much. All right, let me grab my spoon. Sorry guys, I got the hiccups. I have to get back to work, but I will be listening to it in the background. Okay, I'm sorry, Nikki. But Nikki, I'll be saving this live, so go ahead and scroll to this part because you wanted to see this. All right. So I'm going to take the yellow and I'm going to put some yellow in here as well. Okay. Alright. And then I'm going to take some white. And I'm going to put the white in here. Okay. Don't work too hard, sis. Okay. Alright. Alright. About to be... I'm trying not to let this live be too long. Tomorrow, me and my daughter will be live to do a design change on her nails. So, I don't know what time that'll be. I know it'll be in the afternoon hours, guys, because she's in school up until 3 o'clock. So, sometime probably around 5 or so after we have dinner. Maybe about 6 o'clock we'll be live. So, if you guys can join us. And we're just going to be doing her design change. I already did the application only because she's in school and I don't want to... Okay, so as you guys see, I just took the tool through the powder. And now I'm going to shake the powder just like so. Okay? So when I shake it, I get the colors that I want popping out. Right? So if you had your cupcake liner, you just put the colors down on the cupcake liner, take something, swirl through, and then shake it. Just like so. Okay? Now, I'm going to take my base and top coat here. And let me go ahead and turn this light off for a second because I don't need it. Actually, I don't need it anymore, I don't think. Because even for acrylic, I definitely don't need it. Okay. Let's turn it off so we can save the battery power. These rechargeable lamps, they'll go out fast. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to take the base coat, and I'm just using some of my old Savvyland products here. As you guys, I think y'all seen it before in a live. So I'm using the base top coat and activator from Savvyland. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to take the base, and I'm just going to, and I'm doing all of these half down the nail, only because it's just for demonstration purposes. Once I get off live, I'll probably fill it in just so I can have it for display. But anyway, after I get my base on the nail, right? Hey, the Breeze, how are you, Jonna? Yes, I love summer colors too. Alright, so now you want to make sure, and this is a practice hand and not my hand. So I'm going to make sure this hand is laying flat into the powder. So you want to make sure the hand is laying flat into the powder. So you want to grab whatever color you want the most to show. Because remember, you got a couple of dips to do. Okay? So now I'm just going to take the color, and I'm going to roll my hand to pick up the marble that I want. Okay? Now, as you guys see, it's kind of very soft. Very, you know, you're going to have to build it up. But because you're going to have to build it up, you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to be doing a whole lot to it. You don't want to be too extra with this, okay? And I want to make sure that all sides gather. So I'm just going to take it back in and roll it across, just because I want to make sure that base coat really picked up that color that I want. And you can use those finger protectors if you want to around your cuticle area, so you make sure that you know, if you don't want to get that product on your skin. But always wear gloves, guys. That's why I always talk about gloves. Gloves is so important. You can wear these gloves, cut the fingertips off, and just only have your nails exposed. Yes, we're doing dip marble now. We did polygel, we did regular builder, soft gels, and now we're doing dip. And these are just, I'm just showing you guys how I marble, okay, my techniques. There's no right or wrong techniques. You marble how you feel comfortable. If you learn from other creators and you like their method better, use their method. It all works out fine, okay? So when you're going in for that second dip, you're going to have to move your colors around. Again, you might want to have to even, like here, I want to add a little bit more yellow into this mix. Okay? So with dip, just remember, guys, that sometimes you might have to use a little bit more than you intend to use. But you still can use it. If that's your favorite colors, you can just blend it all together and it's going to create one color. And then you have that one color, right? But it's no big deal if it's, you know, don't make it bigger. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill. Okay, so now I'm just going to shake these up again so I can get a little bit more of that yellow popping through. All right, Jamie, thank you for joining. I understand if you all have to get back to work. I understand that. Okay, so this is me working now. I'm working. I'm at work. Okay, so now I dust off the powder from the nail from the first layer. We're going to go in with the second layer. I'm going to grab a lint-free wipe so I can clean off the brush here. So now I'm going to go in. I'm going to put a second layer of powder on the nail. Okay. Oh, I was getting ready to do it. So easy to do. Just stick that brush right back in. Okay, so now I'm wiping off the sides because I want to not have to do so much work on the back end, okay? You fine, and you know, y'all already know I always save my live. So whatever you miss or whatever you haven't seen, you'll be able to see it when the live, after the live, whenever you get to it. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the hand back down, and I'm gonna pick up more on this side here, and I'm just gonna roll that hand into the product shape. This little practice hand is not like a real live hand, so it's moving around. And that's why I like the cupcake liner best, because the cupcake liner allow you to get a little bit more of the color than this little tray thing here. Okay, so now I got more color here. As you can see, I picked up more color. And I'm going to let that sit for a second on the nail, so that base coat, and see I have part here where it's trying not to pick up. So I'm going to take that little nail and I'm going to stick it in so it can pick up and attach to that base. So just like when you're doing dip, but the only difference is when you're doing marbling is less is more. Don't overdo it. Don't move the hand so much. Don't mess with the product so much. Just kind of shake it and get it into the place you want it, and then put your... Yeah, I can do it this way on my own nails. So the next set that I'll put up on my... well, I ain't going to say my next set because I got a lot going on. But I will do a dip video doing marble. I actually have a whole marble series, a week of marbling on... not marbling, a whole week of dip powder series on my channel. If you go to the playlist and look for dip, you will find that whole week of series. And I did marbling, color block, all kinds of things that you can do with dip. Encapsulation, I believe I did, application, and all of that. So yeah, you can find that on my channel. All right, guys, so I'm going to go one more layer, and then we're going to top, we're going to put the activator on it, and we're going to move on, then we'll come back, we'll put the top coat on. Okay? Now, you build this up however you need to. Remember, you can add as many layers as you want to add to your dip to build it up to the level that you need to build it up. If you was doing encapsulation, or you was doing an ombre with another medium, or even doing the ombre with dip, right? Okay, so here I'm just going to shake this around because I want to pull more of that white through. So I'm going to take some white, and I'm going to put white in so I can pull some of that white through the color. Okay? Alright. Okay? Alright. So now, I'm going to go in, and it's going to probably pick up too much white, but let's see. Let's go. Color. Roll the hand, roll the finger into the powder to pick up your powder. Okay? I don't like to do that. And you want to see that divot there? I hate when it does that. And it do that because the tray I'm using, one thing, and then the hands are in the way. The fingers are in the way. Other. Okay. Alright. Now, let's see. Okay. So, now that we have our 3 colors, and I'm going to have to go one more because I want to get that groove out of there. Okay. So I'm just going to shake this powder one more time. And I'm going to give it one more layer. Okay. Oh, green is awesome. You awesome, my little best friend. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to give my last layer, guys. And it's just trust the process with everything you do. Even when it's not looking like, oh my God, this is not coming out the way I want to. Trust the process. I'm telling you, if you just trust the process, trust in what you're doing, you'll be fine. And it'll come out beautiful. Okay? Okay. Let me just quick put down, grab that off of there. Okay. Now, if I was doing this on a human hand, of course, we wouldn't have all these problems. But because I'm doing this on a practice hand, I'm running into a few problems. But it's okay. Nothing that filing and all of that good stuff can't fix. Alright, let me grab a napkin and clean off my hand. Alright, so we're going to let that sit for a second. And then we're going to activate that nail. I tried to buy one of these little brush holder thingies from the Dollar Tree, and I don't like it. I don't like it a lick. Okay, so I'm going to put the base aside. I'm going to throw these dips back here behind me. I'll worry about that later. And if you wanted to add glitter in this mix, all you have to do is just sprinkle on a little glitter. And you can have your glitter in your marbling as well. So just know that whatever you wanted in your marble, all you have to do is just add it to the marbling. Okay, so now let's look at this. So here we have our yellow and our white and our green. And of course, it kind of looked, to the naked eye, it looked like, oh, that just looked like a lime green nail, right? But you got to, what I say, trust the process. And you'll see the marble come through. Now, your best marble is always going to be the first one, right? So you can do 2 layers of your marble and 2 layers of the clear. But however you like your marble, if your first lay is in the marble is how you like it. And now listen closely, guys. If the first time you lay that product in that marble and you like it, you use the rest to build up the nail with clear. Okay? So, I did this for video purposes to show you guys how, I do the marbling with the different colors. But if you like your marble, how it turned out when you first do it, then you use the rest of the buildup with a clear base, like a clear acrylic or a clear powder, dip powder, and that will keep that marble look that you like. Is that did that sound kind of? Did I make that right? I mean, did I say that right? For those that's into dip, did I say that right? Or did I say that where you can understand it? Is what I guess I'm trying to say. Alright, so our next one is going to be a great tip. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Queen, I haven't mastered that yet. Okay. Love to have a wife that has nails like that. How you doing, it's me? Alright, So now we're gonna do our acrylic medium. And the only thing about dip is it's very grainy. Grainy, grainy, grainy. Alright. Okay. Alright. That over there. Okay. Back here. Now let's grab us some acrylic. Guys, what colors would you like to see marbled with the acrylic? While y'all thinking of the colors, I am going to get my, okay, one is blue. I need at least 3 colors, or 2. Blue and what? That's me. E is so hard to me. Hello, it's me. Okay, so yellow, orange, okay. Blue, black and blue, black and blue. So you want to make sure you stay within the color wheel. Orange, red, and green. Okay. So you want to make sure, guys, that you pay attention to what colors you marbling. Because remember, certain colors, your primary color is going to make your secondary colors. And some colors don't look well together. But we'll try whatever y'all want to try. So we have an orange, red, and green. We have orange and blue. We have purple, blue, and pink. We have black and blue. If I do the black and blue, Jonna, I'm going to put white with it, okay? Only because I don't need those 2 colors. Blue, yellow, white. To mute together, they're not going to come together good. Welcome in, Slay Girl. Alright, guys, so we got a lot of blues and we got a lot of yellows. So we are going to go with let's pull some colors here. Let's see. We got blue. We got yellow. We got orange. We got these 3. Okay, and then we have I'm trying to see if I even have a black. I do have black. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you on another nail. We'll do the black and blue and white, and we're going to do these 3 colors here. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Find a white. I know I have a white somewhere. Let's do the sugar white. Okay, I got plenty of acrylics everywhere. Let me grab something right quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me grab a tip. Let's grab a full cover tip. If I miss a question, that's because I got my back to y'all guys. Red, yellow, blue, anything with blue. I got kicked out with yellow and orange. Okay, we're gonna put yellow, orange, and blue in one, and we're gonna do a black, blue, and white. Cause I want to show Jonna what I mean about having to have another color in dark colors like that. You need to have another color in it. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Let's do this. Let me rough up the surface of this nail right quick. Buffer. Okay, biscuit. I'm feeling orange and blue and yellow. Okay. Alright, guys. Let me rough up the surface of this nail right quick. I'm sorry, guys. I be moving too slow. I be trying, but that's what live's about. Lives is those impromptu things that you want to do it to help the viewers and your subscribers and your friends and your family to get the gist, right, of what you're trying to show them and what you're trying to do. So sometimes it just don't always work out the way. Where's the blue and orange? Yay. Blue and orange, yay. Is that what you say? Okay. Alright, guys. So, let me grab my monomer and let me grab my brush. We're going to start with the blue, the white, and the black first. I'm going to be using the brand, this the one black I found in my drawer. I know I have more blacks. I know I have a black from iGel Beauty, but I didn't want to have to move things around. And I'm going to use this blue that I have from Phoenix Nail Co. This is her, I think these are her old formulas, so don't judge this by the, don't judge this color by the brand if it don't come out the way you want it to, because she have a new formula. But I like her old formula as well, so yeah. Okay. Alright. So we got a blue. Now we have a little glitter mix in it, as well as this white by Manicure. And this one is called, let me see. So this is Sugar White by Manicure, and it has a little bit of glitter in it. This is brand new. I've never used it before. And this is called Mosaic Blue Limited. Is that a fake hand? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay. So, and then the black is from Nail Couture. And I got it in a scoop. Okay. So, we're going to use those three colors. Alright. Let me grab my monomer. Let's go ahead and open up these three colors here. Y'all can see me, right? We're not going to use this one right now. We're going to use the finger. So I'm going to put the finger somewhere. I need to grab something. Hold on. I know I got plenty of these. I buy them from Erica. So hold on. I got to stand somewhere. Let's get my little gnome stand. And I got that. I purchased that from Nails by E, from her E Signature Collection line, guys. So go on over, show her some love and some support. Be looking for cute resin pieces. All right, I got a black diamond. All right. Just use that big old driveway. Got black diamond in my scoop. Nice. Okay. One thing I'm missing, and you definitely got to have, is mama. Y'all forgive me. I'm trying to do as many things today, and the brain is not processing what I'm trying to do. Okay? I'm going to use this new brush that I received from Miss Tether, from Tether's Bougie Nails. And we're going to see how it works today. Now, I'm using my monomer that's in a little jar thingy here, where I can control the monomer. But when using marble, you want to have as much monomer on the brush as possible. So the monomer needs to be just, you need to use not your proper ratio consistency, if that makes sense. Okay, so here, let's get started. So when I'm marbling with acrylics, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to grab a bead. I'm going to make sure this brush has monomer in it. I'm going to grab the first bead. I'm going to lay it on the nail. I'm going to wipe. I'm going to go in. I'm going to grab the second bead. I'm going to lay it in that bead. Okay. Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to grab this black and I'm going to lay it into that bead. Now I'm going to wipe my brush between that, and then I'm going to go in, I'm going to grab some monomer on my brush, and then I'm going to start swooping around. Okay? Now I'm only going to swoop one good time, and then I'm going to let this product start to sit up. Now, the difference between this product and any other product that you use, right, that this is not drying as fast. So you want it to dry fast. So you're going to drop, I don't have a dish, so I can't drop acetone into my monomer. But in order to get your acrylics to start drying a little bit faster so you can work this product, is to use acetone in your monomer. Okay? So now that I can see that it has dried a little bit, I'm just going to pat this product down. And the reason why I chose to get a bigger nail, like a 0, is because I knew that for demonstration purposes, I wanted to be able to show you guys on a bigger surface, right? So now that I have that part of it down, and as you can see, I'm leaving the cuticle. I'm not going to worry about the cuticle right now. I'm going to take the black. I'm going to drop it down on the nail. I'm going to take this blue. I'm going to drop it down on the nail. And I'm going to take, and this brush is a 10. So if you use bigger brushes, just know you just have to have a little bit more liquid in the brush, okay? So now I'm going to take it and I'm going to swoop those colors around into another area of the nail until I get the look I want. Now remember, I told you guys, less is more. So with marbling, less is more, okay? And that's why I told you have to be mindful of the colors you choose when marbling. Because some colors start to blend into one another and create a whole different look. So less is more when you're doing marbling. You want to make sure that when you're marbling with acrylics, that you are not moving that acrylic too much. You moving it enough to get whatever it is look you going for, but that's it. Okay? Alright. Welcome back, Biscuit. I can't see the chat on my TV. I don't know what happened, but oh well. I can see it in front of me. So y'all can still see me, right? Can y'all see me? Yes, okay. Alright. Okay. Oh, that's why I'm doing that. I got hot and I turned my fan to me, towards me. Okay, yeah, I can see. All right, so now we back in camera view. Okay. All right. So now we got these spaces that we need to fill, right? So I know that right here, I don't want any black in there. I have enough black in there. So I'm going to take this white and I'm going to take a little bit of this blue and I'm going to drop it in there and I'm going to move that around to fill up that space because I want to have all of those colors. Now, guys, this is how I marble. Now, I'm not telling you should marble this way or anything like that. I'm just saying this is how I do it, and I'm showing you guys. So remember, with marbling, you're going to have to encapsulate. So you want to make sure when you're marbling, you're not overdoing it with your acrylics, your color acrylics, because you're going to build up that layer with the clear, okay? Okay, and so I'm just letting this dry a little bit and I'm just patting it into place. So wherever I have missing color at or where I want the most color at, you can grab 2 beads from different powders like so. If you want, and I don't want this much black. But as you see, I was grabbing the powders, but I didn't want that much black because black and white, as you can see, overpowers the blue. Okay? So I'm just really just trying to fill in those spots, and I'm using the tip of my acrylic brush to do that. Okay? So I'm using the tip of my... Can you move back a little toward your chest? Oh, I'm sorry, Erica. Can y'all see? When I'm holding it in my hand is moving at the same time. Let me see. I gotta get up and see where I'm at. Here. Okay, so stay here. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright. So stay here. Okay. Stay here. Okay. So here, I'm using the tip of my brush to move the acrylic. And I just added monomer to my brush. No powder. Because it's so hot in here today. It's just, acrylic is drying really, really fast. Okay, so where am I at in the camera? Where am I at? Where am I at? Stay between the ring finger and the pinky. Stay between the ring and the pinky. Okay. Okay. Stay between the ring and the pinky. Okay, right here. Alright, got it. Thanks, guys. Alright, so now I'm going to fill in this space up here. So I'm going to drop a white bead there. I'm going to drop another blue bead there. And I'm going to drop a black bead in there, a very tiny one. And I'm just going to move, using the tip of the brush, I'm just moving that powder around to where I want it to go. Okay? Okay. I'm going to let that dry. And while that's drying, I'm going to drop a bead over here. White. A little bit more white. I'm going to add some more blue because I like blue. Blue is my favorite color, but if black was your favorite color, add more black. I'm going to add just a small drop of the black. And I'm going to move that around here. Okay. So with acrylic, if I should have used a bigger brush for this bigger nail, but I think you guys can kind of get the gist of what I'm doing, even with the smaller brush. So you want to use the tip of your brush to move the acrylic around, right? You want to use the tip of it. You don't want to use the body. You just want to use the body to pat. Once the acrylic start to settle, you want to use that body of the brush to pat. And it's like a pat motion. Pat, swoop, pat, swoop. Okay? And then you can see you have more spaces here on the nail. Now, you might not have it that way. If you have pristine and amazing application, you may not have that. I do. Because when I'm marbling, if I don't pick up enough product, right, then I'm going to have spacing. And it's okay if I have just a little bit, because that clear, when I use that clear, it's going to really bring it together, because I want to use the clear to, what am I trying to say? I'm going to use the clear to encapsulate the product, because I want to encapsulate the acrylic to protect my marble, okay? Because I'm going to have to do a lot of fouling. Well, not a lot, but, you know, if I was doing this on myself, I would have to do some fouling and shaping to smooth everything out and clean it up, okay? So, yeah, so here, I have a little bit of space there, and if I want to, I'll just drop a color in each one of those spaces. Right? And fill that in. Okay? And then I just let that dry and do what it does. And we'll put the... How you doing, Nay? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. These colors are beautiful together. Matches your logo. It does, don't it? It does. So I wanted to do these colors just to show Jonna you're going to need an extra color in those two selections. Other than having black and white, you're going to need to either add a clear, or you're going to need to either add a white base or another color to help bring what your vision is to life. So I hope that helped you. All right. So that was that. And we're going to do the other 3 colors now on the practice hand. And remember, guys, every marble you have to encapsulate. Do not forget, you need to encapsulate the marble. That's how you protect the integrity of the marble. Okay? So make sure you keep that in mind. Okay? Now, like I said, I like to add clear or white and color schemes, but not all the time I have to do that, and it really just depends on what you're going for and what you're trying to do, right? So, put this, let me make sure I'm in the light. Give me 1 second. Hey, Marcy, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to do these 3 colors you guys wanted as well. Definitely with the yellow and the orange. That was a lot of requests for yellow and orange. So we're going to do that. I'm going to clean this brush and make sure I don't have any black in this brush. And not bad. It's a very small brush, but it's not bad. I can use it on my daughter's nail bed and on mine. Okay, so we're gonna be using my favorite brand off of Temu, and that's the Reconquer Acrylic and Dipping. These are amazing gels, and I definitely love marbling with them. So, yeah. So this was like an electric orange. We're going to be using this blue here. And these all go by numbers. And I have already did a swatch video. So go back in the cards or on the playlist and look for acrylics. And you'll find these in it. Okay. And then we have this electric yellow here. Okay. Alright. So now we have our colors out. Hey, PJ. I can't see everybody coming in. Hey to everyone coming in. If I missed anybody, charge it to my brain, not to my heart. So yeah. We are just on our last marble. We have done marbling with polygel. We've done marbling with gel. Regular gel polish. That was the middle finger here. We did marbling with dip powder. And now we're doing marbling with acrylic. And I'm just showing you guys the way I marble. There's no right or wrong way in marbling. If you already have a system or a method that you like, stick with it and stick to it. I'm just sharing with you guys how I like to do it and what's my method, okay? Alright, so we're going to get started. I want to make sure I'm in the camera view. In the same way we did on that nail, we're going to do on this one. We're going to start with yellow first. I'm just going to grab it. And I'm going to stick that down on the nail. And you have to make sure that you don't get no product on the skin. Okay. Now I'm going to put that blue in there. Now I'm going to take the tip and see that blue kind of mutes the acrylic. And this one trying to dry on me. And this is what you definitely don't want to do with a client. You definitely don't want to get the acrylic on their skin. If you do, you want to get that off right away. Okay. Okay. So now you want to, and that's the only thing about the blue is it's when you put it with a certain medium or a certain color, it's going to change the look of what you're going for. And give it more of a, you just want to be careful not to do too much with it, is what I'm trying to say, I guess. Okay, so I'm just using the tip of my brush to marble in these acrylics, and these are just colors you guys chose, and you can, we just learn from this what is good colors to go together and what colors are not good to go together. I mean, this is cute as in like an electric summer color if you're doing it like that, but I wouldn't choose the blue with that orange. That's just my thing. I just wouldn't. But hey, to each his own. I'm just here to serve. Okay. So now you see that blue and that yellow is going to make a green, because that's what yellow and blue makes. When you use your primary color wheel, yellow and blue make green. So unless you have something that have like a green, you're going to do something green in your design, you might want to not do that yellow and blue together unless you're going to have some green, if that makes sense. And I'm making these a little runny because that's what you want. You want your, to make the best marble, you want your acrylics a little runny. So now you can see where that blue and that yellow has come in contact with one another, and this is making green. Okay? And I'm sure if you put that yellow, you can see a little bit of red where that yellow and orange is in there, and it's creating a red backing or color. So you just drop the color that you want more of. But the thing the thing I'm trying to say, Lord have mercy, I act like I can't talk today. is you want to use the tip of your brush and make your acrylics more runny when marbling. And as I stated earlier, less is more. So you want to do less is more. You don't want to mess with it too much. You want to get it down, twirl it around, leave it. Okay? Because if you start to mess with it too much, then you start to mute the colors. Okay? Um, And these colors probably would be great together if I had a bigger canvas, or I don't know, something about the colors together does not suit my fancy. I don't know. I'm just saying something about the colors together does not making me happy. But oh well. Okay. So remember, guys, in marbling, you got to encapsulate your marble. So you don't want to put too much product on. You want to put as less product on. And you remember that with color acrylics, guys, your color acrylics is just your, you like them? Your color, that's pretty. Once it dry. Trust the process, right, Jeannie? Trust the process. Trust the process. Trust the process. Gotta trust the process. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and do one more thing while and then if y'all have any questions, now is the time to ask me those questions. So if you use lighter colors with dark, the dark would just be an slight accent so it doesn't mute it. Right. You want to use popping colors together, right? You want your colors to, but you also got to go off of, you know, your ideal of what you're creating, right? Say I'm going to do neon colors and I'm doing a neon set. These colors would be great for a neon set. All of these colors together and add another, like highlighter green, or, you know, even more colors to this color scheme. And you're going to get what you want. You're going to get a beautiful rainbow. Just like these colors, I use these colors, but I use them in poly gel. I use red and purple along with these colors and green for that set I did on Monday, and they come out absolutely gorgeous. So you can get your set to come out the way you want it to. Hey Sandra, how are you? It's really totally your creative space. Anything we do and anything we try to do on this platform is all in creativity. We don't all think alike. We don't all do things alike. We don't all come up with the same ideals. We might have, what I'm trying to say is, we might have some similarities in what we do on this platform, but when we go to do our creativity on our nails or on our work, it's not, your work gonna probably be different than such and such work. And that's what nails is about. That's how we find all of these different inspirations. That's why we, yes, those rakunkles are the truth. Yes, PJ, I love these. But this is how we share and grow and inspire and all of that on this platform, is we give people. Do you have a Melody Susie code? You can try. I used to have one. I think it's Genie SC12. You can try it. If it don't work, Biscuit have a code. I know she does on this platform with Melody Susie. And maybe some of the other ladies do too. But you can try it, Genie SC12. I have worked with Melody Susie in the past. But y'all know how much I love my Melody Susie. Okay, so I'm just going to go in here and I'm just going to go ahead and do my ombre. And guys, I'm still learning on the ombre stuff. I'm learning from you guys. So I learned, I think, from Bree and Latina and Biscuit and Lena And oh my God, if I start naming people, somebody gonna be offended because I watch everybody. I watch everybody, y'all. I watch everybody. I watch everybody. Yeah, Genie SC12, I believe, for 12% off your order. And I think it's Genie SC is in capital letters, 12. Okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the ombre on these nails so I can kind of show you guys why I encapsulated that product. Yeah, I support everybody, guys. I do. I love everybody. I love seeing everybody's work because sometimes it's not popping for me. I'm not, I don't know what I want to do. I got 100 million ideas running in my head, and yeah. So sometimes I just need to watch you ladies and other creators so I can get a little bit of inspiration. And then once, I think it works like that for all of us. I think sometimes we lose our creative flows, and sometimes we just need to, I don't know, be inspired. And that's what I hope I do on my channel. I hope I inspire you guys to be better and do better and be better than you was the day before. And I think that my channel is more of an educational channel at this point because I'm always looking for ways to share a little bit more knowledge with you guys and give you guys that help you need in order to make sure you have a successful long nail career. Get centered. Get centered. Okay, get centered. Get centered. Where am I at? Wait. Get centered. I don't know where this camera at, y'all. Ugh! Thing drive me crazy. I think I'm centered now. Am I centered now? So, I just try to make sure you guys have safe practice. I actually do things that most people want to charge for. And I really don't make up this information off of my own head. I actually get it out of the My Lady training manual. Because once you go to school or once you become once you enter school and you pay for those books, they're yours, whether you go get your license or not. But they have very good factual information in it, and you can't just get those books. Anybody just can't get the books. You can go back and get old manuals. You can go back and order older manuals, but to stay up to date, you have to stay on your courses, right? So like for me, I'm a nail tech. I have to do a certification course this year. So now I'm learning more and newer information that's coming out in the nail world or the nail community. I know I see a lot of times, and I know I'm not trying to offend anyone. So please, guys, don't take this as an offense. But I see on this platform, we learn from YouTube University, and a lot of this stuff we learn are mostly hacks that someone thought about and said, let me see if it worked. And if it worked, I'm going to throw it out there and let's see how let's see who take the bite. So a lot of the stuff that's in the nail community are mostly hacks that someone tried and it worked for them. So now they sharing that knowledge and spreading it around. Well, that is, not everything that you learn is actually what you should be doing on your channel. I mean, not should be doing your channel, Lord. What am I saying? What you should be doing to your nails, but it works, right? So, because it works, I'm going to continue to do it. I'm here. My channel is here to help you not only just be able to do that, but do it in a manner where you will still be able to extend your nail life, if that makes sense. That's all. I'm not here to tell you, oh, that's wrong and don't do that way. I'm here to tell you, do it whichever way you choose, but here is the right information. Here's the correct information, so that you make sure that when you're doing it, whatever way you choose to do it, that you're thinking about, okay, well, I only want to do this one time because this really is not healthy for me, or this is not healthy for my nail beds, or this is not healthy for my nail life. And then you do whatever you choose to do. Like I always say, guys, not all the time I practice the things that I tell you guys. That's why sometimes I tell you all to do as I say and not as I do, because sometimes I might be in a hurry and then I start doing my nails and I don't have my gloves on. But most of the time, ever since I started working ever since I actually went to school, I keep my nails, I keep my hands safe when I'm working in nail products, because these products actually have a lot of chemicals and things in it. And your skin, for me, I'm very sensitive to a lot of things, even food products. So I don't want to not have a long lasting nail life for however long I want to do nails, if that makes sense. Because this is, at this point, this is my bread and butter. This is how I eat. So because this is how I eat, I have to protect myself. And even that acrylic dust that flies everywhere and get all over you on your hands, I'm gonna tell you guys, and I'm being honest, when I see people fouling and drilling and don't have on gloves, I cringe. I'm just saying. I'm being honest. I cringe because that dust now is broke down in small, tiny particles, and that's getting on your skin. And say you have a small, tiny paper cut on your hand, or you might have, like me, I'm always running into something and scratching myself. Say you have a small cut and that dust get in that cut. Now it's in your bloodstream. Now all of that chemical is going through the blood and it's all in the bloodstream. And that's what causes allergies. A lot of people don't know it's not just the raw product, but it's that dust that flies that can get all up into that hypernychium area and up under that proximal nail fold, that cause you to have that itchy allergy or that blistering redness that happens with your hands. So for me, when I'm saying make sure you guys wearing gloves, it's not just because I'm saying, oh, you need to wear gloves. I'm saying protect yourself so you can have a long nail career. It might not affect you today, it might not affect you tomorrow, but one day you may wake up and your nails is on fire, and now you don't know how long it's going to take you to be able to do nails again. You don't know how long it's going to take you to be able to put product on your hands again. And I know you guys, I watch you guys. I know your love and passion for nails. So when you have a passion for something, protect yourself at all costs. Protect yourself at all costs when you're using the product. Because all of these products have something in it. I don't care if they say they HEMA free. I don't care if they say they vegan free and this is cruelty free and this and that. Protect yourself at all costs. Because we don't know everything that's in these products. And we don't know what it can affect or do to our bodies. That's why I tell you guys, if you can find a good dust collector like that one I shared with you guys from the Airsee for a good price, and you only do your nails, that is the perfect dust collector for just at home. I do DIYer who I just do my nails and my nails alone, because at least you have something working to protect you from inhaling all of that product into your lungs. Wearing gloves, wearing your mask when you're fouling, and Erica had to get on me the other day because I didn't have my mask on, and she's like, "Where's your mask? Where's your mask?" And I appreciate that she got on me, because yeah, I need my mask. And then last night, me and my daughter was doing it, and I had my mask on, but we both still when we finished with all of that dust and everything is all in the air, me and her both still had a little slight you know, because that dust is in the atmosphere. So you want to be very, very careful when you're using these nail products, guys. Not to just take what you see other people doing on their platform and run with it, but protect yourself on your own personal platform. So you make sure that you have a long lasting nail career. You know, when I first came to YouTube, I came to YouTube, what, in 2020, I think I started watching YouTube. And then I was watching and I was seeing different people doing different things. But the one thing I did notice is that there was nobody teaching. Nobody had given proper education on this journey. People were learning from other people by watching, because I'm a watcher too. I learn by watching. But there was nobody actually giving good facts, right? So, because there was nobody out here giving good facts, you get on this journey and you start to think, I have to do it this way. I have to do it just like them. And if I'm not doing it just like them, it's not working for me. I'm not doing it enough. Because now that we all are content creators, we see that we speed up all of these things. We edit out the most important things in order for, someone to learn from us. So for me, doing these how-to lives is a way for all of us to come together, learn a medium that you guys vote on, but also ask the questions that you also want to know about. And if I have the answer, or I can find the answer, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you where you can go find the answer. I'm going to go get my book and I'm going to go grab the answer for you. Oh, you okay, Portia? I'm going to go get the answer for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just want the ladies I follow in the community itself, the ones I don't know about, and people who know about me. I just want people to be properly educated in nails. You don't have to go to school. You don't have to become a nail tech to be properly educated in nails. You just have to really pay attention to what you're learning, and if you're not sure about it, ask questions to someone that could help you and say, hey, I was gonna try this, but I'm not sure. Like, guys, I'm gonna show you my nails and then I'm gonna let y'all go. I want to thank y'all so much for watching this live. I gotta clean her up. She's a little dusty and dirty, but we did some amazing things today on this channel. We learned some amazing stuff with marbling, and I hope these techniques will help you guys on your marbling journey, and you're not focused so much on the negative, but that you say trust the process and put it down on a nail and love your work when it's done. Okay? Love your work when it's done. So I did I filled in this hand of my nails because it just needed a small little fill, and these are poly gel. And then I went and I put a builder on. I did a clean, the cuticle clean, and put a builder on this hand, because this hand is my content hand. This is the hand that I'm trying to learn to do my nails on my hand for my channel, because I know a lot of people like it that way, right? So I chose to do the rubber-based gel because the pop-off method for me, guys, is damaging to my natural nail plate. And I'm going to tell you why. So I was sharing with you guys earlier, for those of you that came in late and those that were actually here in the beginning, I had pulled out some of my paperwork from my lady training manual. And here I was looking at all of the different structures of the natural nail. And under here, and I'm going to share it with you guys here with my own hand. With my nail, this part of my nail, not this polish, but the plate. That's my natural nail plate. And underneath there is my nail bed. And this part is my hyponychium. And this part is my eponychium. And under that eponychium is what they call cuticle, which is that dead tissue that grows out from the nail plate. Then you have your proximal nail fold, which is this part of your nail here, right? And then you have your stratum, I think it's called corneum, which is this part here of the hand, the finger, right? So when you are continually popping, well, for me, when I am continually popping these nails off of my natural nail without any protective layer on my nail, I'm pulling layers of keratin off, thin layers of keratin off of my natural nail plate. And I, guys, am not a young spring chicken anymore. So it's going to take longer for my nails, hair, and everything to grow back, right? For my daughter, it'll be a week, right? For me, it might take 2 months. So that's why I like to protect my natural nail plate. I think that across this platform, we kind of get a little bit of misinformation because we all are doing it because this is what we do. Some YouTube is the job that they do. Their hands is needed. Their fingers are needed. So they do the pop-off method. But protecting your natural nail with some type of foundation before doing that pop-off method will serve you well, because you're not pulling off those small, fine, thin layers of keratin and creating a weaker nail bed. So the whole purpose in nail technology is to beautify and take care the healthy of the hands and the feet, keeping our clients healthy, their hands healthy, so if they ever decide they don't want enhancements anymore, their nails come off and they have a stronger nail plate for it. And I could tell you guys from one of my clients, Lindsay, that I have shared her journey with you guys. She said to me, Jeannie, I appreciate you so much, because when I used to go to the salon and get my nails removed, my nail beds are so weak. I can't do anything with my hands for a week. She said, but ever since I've been coming to you, and you guys remember that me and Lindsay that was my client that went through the greenie situation. I had to remove her enhancements, and we could not do enhancements. Her nails were so strong, so hard. They were just, her nail beds itself was just so amazingly gorgeous. And once we got all of the greenie out, her nail plate was just absolutely amazing. And we both had to take a look at that. And I just want to share with you guys, that's why I do what I do on this journey. And I thank you guys so much for following me on this journey and allowing me to be a part of your life on this journey, as well as you being a part of mine. And I hope that through these lessons and these situations, we can learn from each other, and we can do great nails together, and you all will pick up something along my journey to help you in yours. All right, so I love you guys. Me and my daughter will be live tomorrow night sometime to do her nail art portion of her set. I appreciate you all watching. Go marble some nails and enjoy your journey. Make them classy, make them cute, make them fun. And I will see you all in my next video. Go have a wonderful, amazing day on purpose. And yeah, enjoy doing nails. I love you guys. Until the next time, the deuces are up. And for my good sis, poof, the nail genie, she's out.